Yeah.
Hello guys, today me and Tanya gathered finally to record the video of all the accessories we put on the bike.
Thank you for watching us.
Yes. So, as a start, I wanted to say something that I put actually recently. This is the toll screen for the bike. It's original OEM Honda toll screen, and it actually attaches in the same way as the original.
Actually, I just realized I didn't even see this one before.
Yeah. So, do you like it in person?
Yes, it's very nice.
Yeah, I mean, functionally it's more important. So, for example, this thing is 7.5 centimeters taller than the original one, and if I sit on the bike, you can see like I'm 182, 183, and this thing is not interfering with my eyesight. This thing that I put on top of it might, if I'm not like totally straight with my back, I might not see what's going around. Yeah, I will
But
need
what
to.
about me? Is it going over my head?
You need to sit in the back. So, do you see something?
I can see everything.
Okay.
It's nice. I can see about it, yes.
So definitely what it improved is, I can say, I have a little bit less wind around my head, around my shoulders area. And with this additional thing, it pushes the air quite on top of my helmet. So if I put my hand here, I can feel the air is actually going all the way around my helmet, and it's especially noticeable in this corner here. So on top of the helmet, it's free of wind, like maybe 5 centimeters, and around. Only when the wind is more turbulent, so when there is more of wind from all around the area, I can feel some breeze if I open the helmet. Otherwise, it's pretty nice. So
I
this
cannot
is
say anything about this one because I didn't test it. It's very cold for me now to ride, so I'm not riding the bike.
yeah, Tanya is not in the zone. But that's it about this toll screen. Tanya, can you get off the bike, please?
Uh-huh.
It's a bit. It's not simple for me to get off.
Yes, this is very much obstacles.
Yes. So this thing that we put also on top, many people I think don't understand its use, but from my experience and from the researches I made, so this thing actually is helping push the air that's coming through here and push it more upwards. So all the wind that's coming from this direction, from the front of the bike, is actually getting interfered by this air that's coming from here, and all of them are going all around the helmet. So this is the use of it. So you can test and put it more up if you want, but for my testing, this is the way it should be. So parallel to the screen. On the other side, these things here, this is the copy of original Hondas, and it helps actually push the air from the shoulders. And in my testing, again, this is true, this is correct, and it really helps relieve from some wind as well. On the other side, we have also these things, which is the also copy of Hondas, and these winglets here, they help push the air from the body of the rider. And Tanya, I think you noticed also it pushes the air away from you as well,
Yes,
right?
especially in the stomach area.
Yes, stomach area is protected more.
Pretty much better, yes.
That's really nice. On the other side, we have also something that I put because for the first time I wanted to try to have my phone.
Oh, wow, this I also didn't see.
You didn't see it, so you can see it like if I release my phone. What I did is actually this is a cheap phone holder, which actually showed up to be working pretty well. It's holding the phone tightly, and I can really put the phone very easily.
Do you still have a link from that one?
I think I might try to
Well,
see.
we can put it in the description.
Yeah. So the thing is, I can easily put my phone in and out, and it's always secure. It's attached to this Navi holder. This Navi holder I bought from AliExpress. It's a copy of something, I believe. So what it does actually, it helps to put the phone or the navigation more towards the eyesight. That means that you will spend less time looking down. For example, if your phone is attached over here, you always need to put your helmet a little bit down, your eyesight from the road, which is not recommended. So this way, if I put my phone over here, I'm actually seeing the road ahead, and I can always throw my eye on the navigation, which is really useful.
But is it easier for you to watch it horizontal or vertical position?
This is the tricky question, yeah. I think like what I have in my phone, this is the Samsung phone, I have some modes, automatic modes, and when I connect my phone to the charger or I connect my phone to the cargo system in my helmet, it will automatically rotate, which actually makes it then easy to use. Navigation, of course, like if you're having it this way, landscape mode, you will see more of what's around you, left, right. If you're having it in a portrait mode, you will see more what's in front of you, I guess. So, but for the normal ride, if you're not riding like street Rossi, this is a nice way to go, especially because it doesn't take much more of vertical space. What is that?
I found this in your tire.
In my tire?
Yes.
Oh my god, interesting. I didn't even ride off-road. So to get back to the negative point of this one, the negative point of the holder is that you notice more vibrations. So if the phone is attached to the handlebar, oh yeah, this is the marker.
This is false mark. We have two cats. This one came to us 4 days ago.
Yeah, we think it's the lost cat, but it seems like it's a copy of the lost cat. Oh my god, good throw. So to get back to this topic that I was speaking is that if you attach the phone to the handlebar, you will notice usually less vibrations and the picture will be more clear. Over here I noticed the phone tends to vibrate a bit more because I guess the point of attachment is further away from the center of the bike, so then you have more vibrations. And that is more noticeable on Transalp if you're, for example, riding in lower RPMs or there is more bumps on the road, so some uneven road conditions. But if you're like riding on a highway, some smooth road, it will be just pleasant to look at. Only thing that can be problematic with these holders is that they can actually damage the camera system inside. So the stabilization system inside, it occurred for some users. For me, actually, I only noticed with the previous phone some artifacts. So sometimes the phone tends to have some problems focusing, but with this one, not yet. Let's say not yet. It might happen in the future. On to the next one. The next one, Tanya, can you tell us first what do you think about the looks of the handguards?
I really like them. I have no benefit from them, but I really like them.
As a passenger?
Yes, but I think it gives nice frame to the bike from the front side and from the side, you know, nothing special, but from the front side 10 out of 10.
In terms of functionality, I like them. I noticed that I have less wind blast on my fingers, on my hands. The good thing, if you look from the top, you can see that these actually have this black cover from below, which many handguards don't have. So actually it helps to protect your fingers and it pushes the air more. It doesn't allow it to go to your fingers directly.
Wait. Are we gonna tell them about the whistle we had?
Yes. Thanks, Tanya. This is a very important one.
This is a very
Come from this side again. So if you go from around, you can see like over here there is some points where this thing gets attached. This is the wider, so outer side, and this is the inner side somewhere over here. So it's like attached to the point. So this side, the inner side, you cannot really change. So it's always attached to this point, as I remember. Actually, no, I'm wrong. You can actually attach it to the slider system. So if you saw from the outer side, there is a slider. That means that you can screw it wherever you want. So the Honda guys, so the Honda dealership, what they did is actually they attached it more to the inner side of this slider. That means that the plastics had some space in the middle of them. So what you need to do, if you have some whistling noise, some problems, because many people think it's tires or it's...
But we had like a huge whistling problem. Like really like whistling all the time when we were driving.
Yeah, it was just so annoying. So the thing is, actually, you need to unscrew these screws to push the plastic from the middle and to just gently, make it tight to this plastic, to the holder plastic, and then you can screw it onto the outermost points. What's funny, man? And yes, sometimes make fun of me. So then these plastics will be tied to these holders, and there will be no wind going inside and no whistling. So this is the problematic part. I saw many people on our Facebook page of Africa Twin or the Transalp, because these holders are the same basically. They have this problem and they don't know how to do it. And luckily I had a friend who knows these things and he figured it out. Okay, so this is the next thing we wanted to show. Now these grip puppies, let's say, or the copy of them or the other versions of them, I bought from Luis. As you can see, I managed to destroy some of them a bit, but it's nothing special. Super glue can fix it always. And I put these soft paddings on top because it helps with my long fingers. I have thief fingers. So if you put this thing, it actually makes for a smoother ride, more pleasant ride usually, because you tend to feel less vibrations because of these softies. The heating of the grips tend to function normally. Maybe you'll feel like 10% less heating, I don't know, but it's usually okay. It's actually making just my grip more pleasant.
Yeah, but actually Stefan is the only guy we know out of all the biker guys that likes these things. So try it and you'll know.
That's true. It's not so expensive. It's like 10 euros, 10 bucks. So you can buy it and try on your own. All of my friends don't like it. This thing I put on top, it just helps, so I don't need to squeeze as much. I don't need to pull the gas with my fingers. I just lean my hand over.
It's especially handy because we don't have that one when the bike goes along.
Yes, we don't have the cruise control, so the bike doesn't have it, unfortunately. So this actually helps. Even when I put it in 6th gear, I go 120, 125, 130, it still takes some pressure. So it still helps relieve some tension in the hand. So I really like it very much. That's it from this side. Now I also put the Honda dealership put this plug inside, so it can be used with many different accessories. And I put this one, the charger. My charger actually, it has the port for USB-A and USB-C. This is 30 watts, so it's pretty fast. I must say it's really useful. I think for this thing to be attached to your bike, you really need to connect it to the battery, so it's some work. But actually Honda dealership did it for me, so I did not have to do this all by myself. And then I put the cable through this navigation holder that I showed previously.
That was a good move.
Yeah, and then if I don't use it, for example, I can just attach this one into the holder, and if I use it, I attach it, of course, to the phone. So it's pretty well. Okay, so the next thing that I wanted to show is the...
Why don't we talk about a bit about...
Okay, you start talking. I'm tired of talking.
My 5 minutes. Okay, so we didn't do anything with the seat. When we first got the bike, we actually thought there is going to be needed some, like custom work or aftermarket, but after time it got a little bit softer and more comfortable. And actually, we didn't talk about it, but I don't feel the need to change anything.
Not really. So far, no. I haven't traveled, what was that, like a couple of hours to the Croatia?
Yeah, like
really nice.
For us it's
fine.
not a problem, but it took some time, like a few very long rides until it became like this. And I'm really satisfied. I don't know, I heard that people are commenting it's not so comfortable, but my experience it's different. And also my favorite topic is this, how you call this?
Some pillow for your back.
Yes. It's very, very comfortable. I can lean back.
Come from this
And-
side so you can
okay.
show them.
So I can lean back, and here in the middle, it's you have some space. If you know on your gear you have something behind on the back to hold your pants or something. For me, that part of the gear it's a little bit bigger, so I still feel some kind of discomfort. But I think for the most pillions, it can be really, really great, and it's really comfortable. The only thing about this one is that it's thick. So it steals quite a portion of the pillion seat, but for me it also didn't make any huge difference. I just remember before we had a back case and this thing here, I had like a huge space to move on the bike, and especially when the bike was new, I really appreciate this space because I could change positions a lot, so I didn't feel any discomfort or very slight discomfort on the long rides. That's it from my side.
Nicely said. By the way, this is the Shad SH48. It takes two helmets. You just actually need to position them a bit, but you can either put the helmet like this, so totally vertical, or on the side. Either way, it fits. We didn't want to take some big side case, top case, because top cases tend to put more weight away from the center of gravity of the bike, and it's really influencing the handling.
Yeah,
So-
especially because we ride a lot together, so I'm heavy enough, and when the suitcase is loaded, it really makes a difference for Stefan to ride.
Yeah, and this one really does the job. It was not so expensive. It was like 270 euros, I think, with the holder, with the backrest, so everything included. This is the holder over here, and we're really satisfied. The only thing that I wanted to improve in terms of it, because I think I noticed these eye cats or cat eyes, eye cats. Did you realize what I said?
Yes.
This thing is not actually reflecting any light, so I wanted to improve this, and I put this thing. It's Chinese tape or whatever,
here it's
reflecting.
not.
Here it dropped, so I need to find
Redo
some
it.
other way, redo it. Yeah.
But wait, why they don't make these things like light? You know, when you brake, so that one lights.
I
as
think
well.
some countries have some regulations and they don't allow the sale of these.
Well, I would really like these things to be like the
The
this
glowing
one.
like that. The red
Yeah,
thing.
because I think visibility would be much better in the dark.
Yeah, at least I actually was able to put it over here. So because the low beam of the cars is flashing this area, so at least it's flashing a bit more than usual. So yeah, the important thing about this, if you put some top case other than the Honda original one, you need to make sure that you put this thing the furthest point behind that it's possible, because otherwise it will take the portion of the pillion seat if your pillion rides with
Guys, really important information. I never had a bike before where I could use this hand. How you call this one?
you. Hand rails
Grips,
and
what?
hand grips,
So these bars, okay, let's call them bars,
bars.
in such a way that it's so comfortable and in the right angle for the pillion. So before we had a case, I used them even more because I didn't have anything on my back stopping me to, lean backwards. And this was very, very comfortable. And also when our friends tried it, they also commented on this one that they are amazed. So all the compliments.
Our dear cameraman, if you can now show the exhaust. Now, interesting thing about this exhaust.
Just a hint, I don't like this sound.
Yeah, Tanya
This is a
doesn't like.
hint for me.
I will now explain what it happens with it. So, in order to change the exhaust on the Transalp, it's not like, for example, with MT-07, where you need to change the whole system. Here, you just need to unscrew, detach the original one, and then this thing needs to go directly into it. So the costume work was that this guy was actually welding these portions, and then the exhaust is coming from here. It's attached from the original place, and with this custom exhaust, what we achieved is that actually I don't know what we achieved. We achieved different sound, I must say. It's more thumpy, it's more bassy. it's rumbling more, so it's producing that two-cylinder sound characteristic one. It's more open. Yeah, this is Zorica.
Can we call it more mechanic?
Yeah, more mechanic, you can say. Yeah, more common to the two-cylinder bikes. It's really sounding nice. Like with these two-cylinder bikes, the exhausts are sounding really nice when you hear them from outside. So when you're not riding them, when you're just standing by. But when you are riding, you tend to hear more resonant sound. It's more resonating into the helmet. And to be honest, I was starting to question, like, what do I prefer more? So the original exhaust was good because after around half RPM, like 6,000 RPMs, usually 5, it starts to sound really nice. You can start to hear that induction noise. With this exhaust, and I believe with the other exhausts as well, because I saw many aftermarket exhausts being sold, because some of the owners actually mentioned that they don't really like that sound more than the original, which is really, yeah, strange thing maybe. But as I said, you are getting more rumbling sound at the lower RPMs to the middle RPMs, and then from the half of the RPMs, it's still a rumbling sound. You don't hear that induction noise that many people who tried and rode this bike name as the lion's roar or something. So it's not having that sporty induction noise sound, unfortunately. So I'm like 65-35% for the original, and I think after this video I'm gonna return the original exhaust. So now I'm gonna start the bike and show you, but it will not sound as in the person, because on the video two cylinders sound like crap.
But wait, Zorica is in my lap, she will scratch me.
Move Zorica, please.
But I feel sad to move her.
And then move Zorica, the video is now important.
Okay, wait. Can you also talk about, after the sound like exhibition, what you did? Because I remember you said you needed to cut something or something to, install this exhaust.
No, I was actually showing it already, but you're not focused on it.
No, I was watching Zorica.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry,
Zorica,
guys.
move your butt, man. Move. So now we are in my yard, and the sound is a bit resonating, so you can hear it more as an echo. Everything is shaking. Everything is like, it's like thunders. So yeah, like I said, personally, I
But
think
with this exhaust, I think the, smell of the petrol, it's
Yes,
also stronger.
it's stronger. But Honda did a really good job with the original one, because they focused on creating these two holes. At least in European market, in American, I think it's different. It only has one hole, and the bigger hole is for bassy, low RPMs rumbling sound, and the smaller is for more sporty, high pitch, high RPM sound.
Yes, original exhaust, really.
Yeah, so we are returning it. The next things that we are gonna do about this bike, I wanted to put some soft pillion pegs.
This
For
also
Tanya?
interests me because it affects our home budget. So this is the first time I'm hearing about this.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. I think it's just making the ride for her a bit less vibrating, probably in the leg area. I'm gonna probably in the future do these side cases again, the Shad SH23 as I remember. But for those, you need to be careful always with the exhausts, because this one is going way high, too high. The original one is much lower, so it can accept the side cases. If you're changing for some aftermarket exhausts, I saw them online, and some of them are really going in this angle that the exhaust is positioned pretty high, and then you cannot really maybe put some side cases.
Stefan, just a hint, I think we really made this video very long.
It's
Our cameraman is gonna have frozen arms.
It's about quality, not the quantity, man. Come on. I mean, You're doing it quantity right now. Yeah. But otherwise, like I think we're pretty much done with all of the things. One thing I forgot to mention: if you get this tall screen, original Honda tall screen, you're getting this thing. So this thing is longer. So the original one, the factory one, is shorter, and this thing now that we got for this one is like 2 centimeters longer. So it's just protecting more the TFT from the sun ray or something. You can see it more clearly. So I think, Tanya, we're pretty much done with all of these
I
things.
think we even overdid it.
Did we?
Maybe it's 25 minutes, I think.
Yeah. So I hope it was helpful in some way. We had fun recording this.
Yeah. And also, if you have any suggestions, something would be more comfortable or better looking or whatever, please comment, because we're open for suggestions, especially Stefan, because he makes it his hobby to change always something on the bike. Like whenever he has free time and wants to relax, he's just something like.
Yes. So thanks for watching, guys, and see you in the next one.
Bye, guys.